Welcome back to Modern Psychology, the channel where we explore the depths of human emotions and behaviors. I'm your host. And today we have a deeply important topic to discuss: the psychology of grief, coping with loss and finding healing. In this video, we'll delve into the complex process of grief, its psychological impact, and strategies for coping and finding healing. So, let's dive right in. Grief is an emotional, psychological, and physical response to the loss of someone or something significant in our lives. It can be triggered by various types of loss, such as the death of a loved one, the end of a relationship, the loss of a job, or even the loss of a cherished dream. Grief is a unique journey for each individual, influenced by factors like personality, culture, and the nature of the loss itself. Stages of grief. While grief doesn't follow a linear path, psychologist Elizabeth Kubler-Ross proposed 5 common stages that many individuals may experience: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. It's important to note that these stages are not necessarily sequential, and people may move back and forth between them or experience them in different ways. Denial. In the initial stage of grief, individuals may struggle to accept the reality of the loss. It can serve as a defense mechanism, allowing time to gradually process the emotional impact. Anger. As reality sets in, anger may arise. This anger can be directed towards oneself, the person who has passed away, or even a higher power. It is a normal part of the grieving process and an expression of the pain and frustration felt. Depression. Feelings of deep sadness, despair, and hopelessness can be prevalent during the stage of depression in grief. It is essential to distinguish between normal grief-related sadness and clinical depression, as professional support may be necessary in the latter case. Acceptance. Acceptance does not mean forgetting or moving on completely. It signifies reaching a point of understanding and acknowledging the reality of the loss, allowing individuals to begin healing and rebuilding their lives. Psychological impact of grief. Grief can have a profound psychological impact on individuals, influencing their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Let's explore some of the common psychological responses to grief. Emotional responses. Grief can elicit a wide range of emotions, including sadness, anger, guilt, confusion, and even relief. These emotions may fluctuate, intensify, or catch individuals off guard. It's crucial to recognize that all emotions experienced during grief are valid and should be acknowledged and processed. Cognitive responses. Grief can affect our cognitive processes, leading to difficulties in concentration, memory, decision-making, and problem-solving. It's common for individuals to experience intrusive thoughts about the loss, preoccupation with the past, or even feelings of disorientation and forgetfulness. Behavioral responses. Grief can manifest in various behavioral changes. Some individuals may withdraw socially, isolate themselves, or experience changes in appetite and sleep patterns. Others may engage in activities or behaviors to distract themselves from the pain. Each person copes with grief differently, and it's important to respect one's individual process. Physical responses. Grief is not solely an emotional experience, it can also have physical manifestations. Individuals may experience fatigue, loss of energy, changes in appetite, sleep disturbances, headaches, and body aches. The mind-body connection in grief highlights the interplay between our emotional and physical well-being. Coping with grief and finding healing. Coping with grief is a deeply personal journey, but there are strategies that can support individuals in finding healing and resilience amidst their loss. Let's explore some coping mechanisms for navigating the grieving process. Acknowledge and express emotions. It's crucial to give yourself permission to feel and express your emotions. Create a safe space to acknowledge and process your feelings. This can be done through journaling, talking to a trusted friend or family member, joining a support group, or seeking professional help from a therapist. Practice self-care. Self-care plays a vital role in healing from grief. Take care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being by engaging in activities that nurture and restore you. This can include exercise, mindfulness practices, healthy eating, getting enough rest, and engaging in hobbies or activities that bring you joy. Seek support. Surround yourself with a supportive network of friends, family, or professionals who can offer understanding, compassion, and guidance. Grief support groups, therapy, or counseling can provide a safe space to share your experiences and receive support from others who have gone through similar losses. The psychology of grief is a complex and deeply personal experience. Understanding the nature of grief, its stages, and the psychological impact it can have is essential in navigating the healing process. Remember that grief is a natural response to loss, and there is no right or wrong way to grieve. Give yourself permission to feel, seek support, practice self-care, and find meaning in your journey. Healing takes time, but with patience, self-compassion, and support, it is possible to find healing and rediscover joy and meaning in life. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more intriguing psychology topics here on Modern Psychology.